As an auto dealer,
Están en mi oficina, ¿ok?
Thomas Betancourt always makes sure his paperwork is in order. He never expected anyone would ask to see his personal papers.
I'm Puerto Rican and I'm a U.S. citizen born in the United States. And my employee said, what about him?
But Dallas police came to Betancourt's business last Saturday.
The officer asked me for my ID.
With Immigration Custom Enforcement, known as ICE, and the Texas Department of Motor Vehicles in tow.
It was like a raid, and then the customers were scared.
Betancourt's business is one of 50 dealerships at a Spanish-speaking outdoor market on West Davis. At least a dozen underwent the triple agency investigation. But Daryl Adams says the same thing happened at his outdoor auto market down the street the same day.
Just went from dealer to dealer harassing people, writing tickets for anything and everything they could.
Dallas police say they were looking for an auto theft ring. Dealers say the surprise operation captured a criminal, but put scores of innocent people on the spot and swept up illegals who had nothing to do with it.
Immigration grabbed one of the guys and made him sit 2 hours in the hallway. They'd had his papers, told him he had his papers, but they made him sit 2 hours in the hallway.
At that same hour, 25,000 people were marching in downtown Dallas.
Don't take me.
For immigration reform.
Since when does immigration have the authority to come into a private business and ask everyone for documents? That's exactly what's going to happen in Arizona.
Activist Carlos Quintanilla called for a meeting with the lead investigators, Dallas police.
That's my bad, okay, as far as, if you want to blame somebody on that there, that's my call.
And the auto dealers.
He told you personally, I'm visiting, I'm not an employee. Let me have your ID, buddy.
That's not right.
Retired ICE agent A.J. Irwin says ICE would participate in other agencies' investigations, but this one didn't look right.
But just to come along on something like this, where they're sweeping through an area that is frequented by Mexican nationals, that is not an acceptable operation.
Mauricio Zavala was one of at least 6 illegal immigrants taken into custody that day. He had only come to the dealership to bring his wife some lunch.
I'm pretty worried and so sad about this because I don't know what to do, and I'm scared.
She's not the only one. The dealerships say they're left to deal with customers too frightened to come back.
The same 3 agencies came back here the very next day. They said these businesses were violating Texas blue laws. Karen?
So, Carol, what did the DMV and ICE have to say about their roles in the operation?
Well, Karen, the DMV said they were conducting typical inspections, and ICE said they had a very small role. They just had 1 agent here. But dealers think it had the largest impact. Karen?
Carol Cavazos reporting for us live from Dallas. Thank you, Carol.